Welcome back to another episode of Totally Amazing Mushrooms. It's February 2024, and Little Dog and I are out on a hunt for mushrooms. There's not a lot out there right now, but come for a walk with me and see what we can see. So this is pretty cool. On the same alder stump, we have growing both the turkey tail and we have the false turkey tail growing on it. So we've got, this is the true turkey tail, and it's got a white polypore. This is Trametes versicolor, and you'll see the spore surface is completely white, and they will change color slightly with age. And then we have the Styrium hirsutum, which is the false turkey tail, and it does not have a pore surface. It's completely smooth. But if you look at the tops of them, they look very, very similar. You can see why they get mixed up. Now the turkey tail has been really, really highly researched in the cancer field, and they find that the Styrium has antioxidants, it's antifungal, and antimicrobial. So, you know, there's out in nature, you're going to find pretty much everything you need out there. And here's a big flush of some fungus that look a lot like the turkey tail, but this one's growing on a balsam tree, and this is Trichaptum abietnum. The purple pore bracket, and if we flip one of these, you can see the purpley color. It's quite purple. Beautiful. And they quite often get this algae growing on them, as you can see here, and all the way up. But yeah, they're white rot decomposers, just like the turkey tail and the false turkey tail. And they're just chowing down on this tree. Little dog was out exploring. How you doing, baby girl? And this one was a real surprise to see that it was still here. This is the earpick mushroom, R. scalpium vulgare. It's a toothed mushroom, and it's getting a little long in the tooth right now. And it grows out of Douglas fir cones, just like the Strobilurus trollisatus, the little white ones that come out later on in the year. And they've got a very, very tough stipe, and quite often you'll see that the cap grows out of one side instead of being smack dab in the center. Yeah, very cool. But this one's actually been here for quite a while, dropping its spores, so I'll just leave you there and carry on. You know, mushrooms can come in such a variety of colors, and you can see this log here, this piece of stick, is stained blue, and that is from the mycelium of the Chlorosoboria aeruginosa. And if we flip this guy over, we're going to see the fruiting bodies. Look at these beautiful little mushrooms. Just absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, you wouldn't think that they were fruiting, just because they quite often like the shade and the dampness, so they're going to go on the underside. And we're going to flip this back over so it can continue its growth pattern. So yeah, you'll find them all over the forest floor. Yeah, the mycelium of the mushroom actually attacks the wood, and it goes right into it. And a lot of woodworkers like to use this wood for making different things, you know, candlesticks or whatever. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. Just keep your eyes out and it'll be on the forest floor. So throughout the year you're going to come across a lot of these little brown mushrooms. These are the Mycena genus, but trying to nail them down into their specific species is pretty hard, considering that there's over 600 species in the Pacific Northwest. You'll find them growing out of moss, out of grass, sometimes out of logs. But this growing in amongst them is the lilac fibercap. Inocybe geophylla lilacina is the variant. And you can see it's kind of got a lilac color. And the margin of the cap curls in to protect the gills. And they're called fiber caps because they have these kind of long fibers that go right up the stipe, or go right up the cap. And they're quite thick. But yeah, they have beautiful white gills when they're young, and they start to darken up, and they'll have a brown spore print. And this is quite poisonous. Maybe won't kill you, but it'll definitely give you really bad gastrointestinal problems. It'll give you diarrhea, it'll give you pain. So yeah, avoid this one. Here's another brilliantly colored mushroom. This is the conifer witch's butter, Dacromyces chrysospermus. It's very gelatiny, and they are edible. And this is one of the few that you can eat raw. They say that it has a Fruit Loops flavor. I did not find that, but to each his own. You know, everybody's got different taste buds, I guess. And just up here we have a moss-loving mushroom in the Entelomaceae family. This is Nolania holossoniota, and it's got a very, very salmon pink spore print, which is very indicative of the Entoloma family. As far as I know, it's not edible, hanging out in the moss. And if you're traipsing around out in the Pacific Northwest, you're going to find on sticks and old dead logs and stumps, you're going to find these beautiful things. These are the cat tongue, Pseudohydnum gelatinosum. And look at the teeth on that. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, rough like a cat tongue. These are edible, but tasteless. So you'd have to candy them or do whatever. And on the same log, we have a red-belted conch, Fomitopsis munsei. He's breaking down all the cellulose in this log. He's a brown rot decomposer. And over time, there will be other mushrooms popping up on the same log. Now, this is pretty cool because what I was foraging probably a month or two ago, the Clavulina cristata, it's still going strong. And what is that? That's an interesting mushroom. What is this? Oh, it's a polypore. Look at that. I honestly expected to see gills or maybe teeth. No, this is a polypore. I'm going to have to take that home and do a little bit of research, I think, because I have no idea what it is. If you have any ideas of what it is, leave it in the comments below. Oh, look at this right here. This is Dyer's polypore, Phaeolus schweinitzii. And you can see that it's a polypore, as you can see on the underside. This one's been kicked over by a deer or something that was on the trail. But they're kind of growing like a rosette at the base of usually Doug firs, conifers. And I believe they get an orange or brown, maybe both, pigment out of this. Yeah, here's another little one here. Wow, hard not to miss these guys. Look at those beautiful pink things. This is Leptoporus mollis, the pink sherbet. And I'm going to try and get underneath to get the pore surface there. Look at that. Beautiful. Another brown rot decomposer. And they're inhabiting this entire log. All the way down, underneath, right there. Up and over, other side. Man, I gotta say, mushrooms come in the most amazing colors. And I'm very surprised to see one of these still up, because they've either gone bad and gone into the ground, or the squirrels ate them.
This is the panther cap, Amanita pantherina, variant Panthernoides. Yeah, very strange. Because I know the squirrels love these because I've watched them eat them. Very neat. But yeah, very durable too. And here we have yet another beautiful brown rot decayer. This is the conifer mazegill, Gloriophyllum sepiarium. And I've taken one off here to show you the gill structure. And you can see why they call it the mazegill. They're not classified as edible. They're very leathery, but they're probably not toxic or anything. But just munching down, going all through this stick. So here's something that has completely baffled me. Several months ago, I saw this white mass sticking out of the ground, which I thought was maybe a white truffle. But these white masses have fruiting bodies on them right now. And it's very, very strange. There we go. Okay, so you've got this mass, and this white mass is what I saw several months ago. Just going to pull some of it off here. Let's pull some of this dirt off. There. And it was not slimy several months ago. It was actually quite solid. And this is just the strangest thing. So if anybody has any clue as to what this is, this biomass with the fruiting mushrooms coming out of it, please leave it in the comments below, because I cannot find anything regarding this.
So that brings another episode of Totally Amazing Mushrooms to a close. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in one of the next episodes.